Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. So real quick, everybody talking about this, what Jason Whitlock said. Y'all done seen the video. Yes, I have watched it in its whole context. Yes, I've watched it multiple times. The brother didn't lie. He had a point. Like him, love him, hate him, disregard him, don't really know who he is. What he said had a valid point. We blame black fathers all the time, whether the brother is there or not, especially the ones that's there. You blame the ones that's there because they're actually present. He didn't do enough. He waited too long. He should have did it this way. You're going to find a way to blame a black man on a continuous basis. This holding single mothers is more recent in memory. We've been doing this to black men for the longest amount of time. And it's amazing to me how people will sit up and always want to talk about the absentee parent, but the present parent has more influence than the absentee parent. Like, the fuck y'all don't realize? These boys grow up in communities where their mamas work, where she can afford to work. So that's the school he can afford to go to, whether it's public or private or whatever. Basically, the environment that he's influenced by is where his mama placed him. Now I know y'all asking, well, where the daddy's at? Wherever the last place mama fucked him. Y'all do not like taking accountability for the dudes to get y'all pussy wet. I've said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of the ills that's going on in our community can be left squarely at the feet of our sisters and who our women like getting fucked by. Y'all brag on it all the time. Y'all are the freest women that have ever walked the face of the earth. Throughout all of history, you are the freest. I'm talking specifically to my black women. Y'all do whatever the fuck you want, right, wrong, or indifferent. Then you brag and kiki and giggle about the wrong that you do, about the mistakes. I was young. I ain't know no better. Ain't nobody teach me. Hell yeah, I did that shit. I did it 2 times. You're going to find an excuse all the time. So what Jason Whitlock was saying about those cops, it did look like gang violence. That's the first thing came to my mind when I saw the video. They jumped him. I don't know how true the rumors are, but I got some partners in Memphis that said, yeah, but it was fucking with the cop's ex. That shit that's floating around on the internet, the streets is talking as well. That seems to be the case. I don't know, don't have any proof. It'll all come out, whether I'm right or wrong. But at the end of the day, what it looks like is just like the streets of Atlanta, the streets of Memphis, a bunch of young black men running around doing whatever the fuck they want because that's the household they came out of. That's what he's speaking to. You can't keep complaining about you want black male leadership, and then when black male leadership is present, you don't want to fucking listen. You tell us that, hey, I'm not going to do whatever the hell some nigga tell me to do, blah, blah, blah. And the brother's trying to lead you in a right direction. He's broke and dusty because he want to save some damn money so y'all ain't in debt. But you worried about a goddamn trip. But he's trying to get y'all fiscally right. But that's not leadership to you. It's crazy. In our community, leadership for a black man is doing whatever's popular. It's following the crowd. That's leadership in our community. So if you're not repeating the same shit, licking a black woman's ass, telling y'all that y'all walk on water, regardless of your poor ass decisions, then that brother's wrong. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs about Jason Whitlock. He said some dumb shit to me over the years, but this shit that he said was kind of spot on. It was accurate. It's a cause for discussion. But nobody, and I've noticed this, I said it the other day, it's a lot of younger men, guys in their early 30s and down, they're never going to hold women accountable. Because to hold these women accountable for that bullshit mean they would be holding their mama accountable. Because we got to realize it's 2023. I came up in an era where the generation before me was going to Freaknik. So some of y'all 30-year-old cats, y'all mom was on somebody's video from back in the fucking 90s. I'm quite sure my cousins still got their damn VHSs. I need to holler at them. So y'all never gonna hold women accountable in that space, especially single mothers, because I was raised by a single mother and she did this. But you know good and damn well how many men that came in and out that damn household. You're not gonna hold your mama accountable for that whole behavior. So a lot of brothers took offense to that shit. You blame black women for everything. Y'all blame black men for everything. None more so than the present black man. The absentee nigga, the hoe ass nigga, the nigga that's actually shooting up the neighborhood, y'all never call these motherfuckers out. You ain't went and tried to talk to no goddamn gang member about putting down his flag. But y'all want to hold the brothers accountable because guess what? We need to be helping the youth. We supposed to overburden ourselves on top of our own families. And because we don't do it, we're the black men. We out here protesting for y'all and doing this. Every time one of y'all get killed, we got... Think about that. Think about that. The only time you're going to show me love is if I die. And it better be at the hands of a white police officer. You see, when this shit happened, they got all 5 of them brothers real quick. What was everybody looking for? The deadly white man. And the white boy wasn't on camera like that. He tased them. And then he dipped. Them brothers beat his ass to death. So yes, they are accountable as well. And they're being held accountable as they should. Because they beat somebody to death. But what Jason Whitlock said about this looks like a gang of young black men raised by single mothers. We've said this shit before. You got the strength of a man, the emotions of a woman, because you're reared and raised by women. That's a bad combination for a man. And then you tell him that he need to check his emotions. But as soon as you tell a man to check his emotions, he's able to swallow his pride, check his ego, then y'all start bombarding him even more. You call him all types of bitches. He weak. He's soft. Nigga, it couldn't have been me. The women, that's why I don't fuck with niggas like that. You were supposed to this as a man. That's just my opinion. You a man, you supposed to do X, Y, and Z. Everybody can tell a black man how the fuck he's supposed to react, and then when they get that reaction out of him, they find something wrong with that. So Jason Whitlock wasn't lying. Plain and fucking simple. This is a problem. Yes, you do have a department that's headed by a woman. Y'all said y'all wanted to be in charge. All this black girl magic, and now you coming up with excuses on why the sister not wrong. She done already left 2 other departments under some type of scrutiny and scandal. There's no way in hell, in Earth 616, that's an X-Men reference for my nerdy people. In Earth 616, there is no way in hell that a black man would have left 2 different police departments and be at a 3rd, and some shit like this happen. First of all, he wouldn't even be at the 3rd job. It just wouldn't happen. But again, this is the space we're in. Y'all wanted the mantle, you wanted the crown, you wanted to do the heavy lifting, y'all wanted all these equal rights. This is what this shit look like. You're gonna be scrutinized and blamed, maybe when you're not even in the wrong. But this is what it looks like. Y'all wanted this shit. Brothers tried to warn you against it, tried to give you a heads up. Sis, you don't want these problems. You don't want the shit, you don't want to deal with the shit a black man deal with. Well, you don't want to deal with the shit a black woman deal with it. We heard all that. Now we're here. As I've said before, the horse is out the barn and it has ran down the dirt road. But this is where we're at. Jason Whitlock didn't lie. You may not agree, but he didn't lie. As always, brothers, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.